Alrighty, everybody. So we're back for day two of the artificial life forms mission. Again, I'm just gonna be uploading like basically the raw file of this until someone maybe suggests otherwise. I don't know. I just feel like maybe you guys will enjoy me suffering a little bit more this way. But yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in. I changed up the team just a little bit. I saw like some screenshots, people getting pretty close with this team. My only worry is Super 17 can build up to a point where his damage reduction will be good, but like those first couple of hits he'll take will actually hurt quite a bit. And we got him in slot 7, so I don't know how good that's gonna be either, but I think other than that we should be okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do it. We'll do it like this. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, sorry. I think my allergies this morning are a little bit bad, so I'm sorry if I sneeze in this. I'll try to mute when I sneeze just because I'm pretty sure that was really loud, and I don't want you guys to get your ears blown out by it. But yeah, man. So like I said, I've been looking at social media, just trying to see what other people are using, trying to see like if anyone's had success. And the only thing I saw yesterday was I saw a bunch of people that were like literally like one health bar away from beating him, and he locked a certain unit that they didn't want them to lock in slot 1, and they died. So I think a key part of this is when you are about to go to Beast Gohan, you need to start floating off the units that can actually sit in slot 1. Which I think, so Gamma 1 himself is actually one of those units that can comfortably sit in slot 1. So I guess when you start getting, when you like know that, okay, like this next turn we're gonna kill, so on this turn, I need to float off Gamma 1. So that way it's like, you float off Gamma 1, and then next turn you float off Gamma 1. And then basically, like, I don't know who the third, like, floater, I think, that can sit in slot 1 and eat a super. Like, Metal Cooler can, quote-unquote, eat the super, but I think that's, it's because he can counter it. He has the 70% nullification. Only problem with Metal Cooler is like, okay, yeah, he'll counter the super, but the normals will most likely kill him afterwards. So if he doesn't have his revive up, he's gonna die. So Gamma 2 cannot eat the super, obviously. Even after him supering, he can't eat the super. Sadly, since my Gamma 1 and 2 LR is 55%, I don't think they can eat the super even with their full damage reduction. I don't think they can. And then, so Super Boo, if we have Buhan out, he can probably, like, quote-unquote eat it, but, like, he'll probably basically take our entire health bar. So, I don't know. I think our, like, Super 17 can maybe eat it, but I don't know how much he would eat it for, per se. I do need him to get hit here, though, so I'm gonna... So he just supered right there at the very end, so we know that he's probably not gonna super until the very end of this rotation, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I do have my Super 17 built, like, fully defensively. Like, I have dodge and defensive equips on him, so I try to maximize him as much as I can. He does get defense on super, and also when we get the LR Gamma 1 out, he'll be able to provide 2-turn defensive support. So I think Super 17, like, especially if we use an item, he'll be more than, like, he'll take everything for double digits, because his damage reduction can go up to 70% when fully built up, and obviously with a Luis item, he'll be over 100% damage reduction, so he'll be more than good. So I think, yeah, so basically what, like, best case scenario, we can make it to what's his face, we can make it to Beast Gohan with both our items up, that would probably be the best case scenario. So, I'd rather get Gamma 1 built up here instead of supering with them, because I don't really care about like building them up per se. So I'd rather get Gamma 1 to eat those hits at the end, so that way we build up with him. So we'll go ahead and kill him this turn. This shouldn't do anything because he's pretty fairly built up now. Yep. So yeah, Gamma 1 is fully built up. He has this 50% damage reduction. Another thing I need to keep in mind, I think, that I was not doing in the original video is Gamma 2 can counter this guy's super attack, so I shouldn't be scared of putting Gamma 2 in like harm's way per se. Just because he can probably eat the super, but at the same time it's like Gamma 2 is really not like a slot 1 unit. Like, let's just say he supers right here at the front. If he gets, you know what, screw it. Let's just try it. Let's just try it. I'm gonna put Gamma 1 in slot 1, so that way we can show off maybe him countering the super. But if he doesn't super there, then you know that was probably pointless. Oh. Oh wait, I'm stupid. Never mind. I'm actually beyond dumb, and we just lost the run because of that. I forgot it was an other super. For some reason, I was just thinking of the Kamehameha that he does at the very end, and for some reason I was like, oh, it's a beam super. Yeah, this is why, kids, you shouldn't play Dokkan right as you wake up, because you're not really in the healthiest or probably soundest state of mind to the point where you can actually probably complete the hardest mission this game has. I'm just gonna avoid supers with you two because I don't really care about trying to take this like as slow as possible. That's honestly like again, that's basically one of the other challenges about this is you want to go as slow as possible, take your time, build up your characters, yada yada, like all that stuff. You really want to do that before you, honestly, before you even go into the AGL Gohan, because like the AGL Gohan, even though he's not like the Beast Gohan phase, he's still pretty like threatful per se. So he supered pretty quickly. I mean, I kind of have to put Super 17 in the front here, I think. I think Super 17, like, he'll take some damage on these first couple of hits, but, like, we'll be fine after that. It's not gonna be a big deal. Oh, he only took 10k. It's not really the greatest. I'd rather him dodge later. I don't want him to dodge right now, because, right now, this is like basically our only time we're gonna get to be able to build him up. He needs to get hit, let me look it up. I think it's 5 times to get like his full damage reduction built up. Let me go ahead and double check that while we're letting the game do their thing. Let's see, so Android category. Where is Super 17? Probably all the way at the bottom. Yep, right here. So he gets 6% up to 30. So yeah, he needs to get hit 5 times to fully build up his damage reduction. And yeah, like basically the whole point of this guy is fully built up. He'll have 70% damage reduction, and like he'll get some defense on super. So he'll be doing good in that department. It's like right here, honestly, I would rather avoid supers with, again, probably everybody here, except for Boo maybe, just because Boo could take some damage. But it's like Gamma 1 and 2, and they're linked up together. They basically, like, they auto super, so there's nothing here I could do to avoid these guys from supering and doing all this damage. Like I don't want you to additional. But I think my Gamma is built full additional. Even though, again, with this mission, I kind of wish I built him full dodge, but oh well, it is what it is. Another thing that's holding me back, in case you guys haven't watched the first video, my game of 2 only has one dupe, so he's not really the strongest he can be. He's strong enough, I think, to where, he can eat normals even from the Beast Gohan phase. He just, obviously can't eat the super. But I think even at Rainbow, he can't even eat the super. And the last thing that I would say, I mean, I'm not really even too sure if it's, like, super necessary to have them or not. But, I don't have, Hellfighter, what's it called? I don't have Hellfighter 17 and Android 17 that transform into Super 17. I don't have them. Like, I've seen, like, the thing is, like, I think they can be good, but at the same time, I've also seen screenshots of them getting torched in the AGL Gohan phase. Because, like, in the AGL Gohan phase, if you don't already have Super 17 out, you better hope that the base form Hellfighter 17 and 17 dodge, because if they don't dodge, that Gohan hits them pretty hard. So that's why it's like I'm not really too sure if having them is like absolutely necessary or not, but I feel like they could be like a useful unit to have to just maybe get some play out of them. Does anyone still guard here? No, he's not guarding, but I'm pretty sure he's basically fully built up, so, like, this might hurt a little bit, but I don't think it'll hurt that much. Ow, okay, never mind. Jesus. Well, I guess that means we're getting, Boo Piccolo out. Which, I don't mind getting Boo Piccolo out, like, I'm still not really sure who's better to get out. Like, whether it's, like, I'm definitely not Boo-Tanks. Boo-Tanks is, like, you might as well just restart at that point. But I'm not sure who's, like, I think Buhan is technically better, but Buhan, you want to keep him on rotation, because he has his, like, 3-turn, 50% attack and defense, and he'll also have, like, possible guard. So if you keep him on rotation, he supers a bunch of times, he can get up to, like, million plus defense with guard, and that's when he'll be actually good defensively. But I think if we're constantly floating Super Boo, Boo Piccolo is probably better. The only thing that sucks with Boo Piccolo, like, is just like his damage reduction does not kick in until he attacks, which is really annoying. Okay, I guess we're getting the revive here. Do I have the animations turned on? I do. Might as well play it. Never mind, I have the audio turned off, so... Yeah, usually if I'm not recording or something, I usually have the audio turned off and, like, animations turned off as well. But, yeah. So, that's not really good. I don't think that's good, honestly, because we really probably want to keep that revive until we actually get Beast Gohan out. But that's just what I personally think. Okay, I think starting here, I'm going to start floating off Gamma 1. Just because I think this is when we're about to probably beat this Gohan. Because, like, if this crits, this will do a good amount of damage. And then Boo Piccolo can do damage, and then Gamma 1 here can also do damage. I don't trust... Yeah, I don't... As much as I want them to link, I don't trust Piccolo in the front there. Because if he doesn't guard, if he's not guarding on this turn, we'll die. We're just dead. And I want to try to make it as far as we can. I think the best way to do that is just to do this. Gamma 1 will be fine at the end because he's gonna get the defense from the LR Gamma 1 supering, and then he's gonna get the super first. So he'll be fine. He definitely won't take like 400k like the other Gamma 1 did. But yeah, we'll float him off, and then we'll float the other Gamma 1 off on this next turn. We still haven't used any items, so I guess that's one thing that's good. It's just, again, Cooler can eat the super as long as he counters it, but he cannot, he can't really take any of the normals afterwards. So it's like, If there's only one attack in the front and it's just the super, yeah, Cooler's fine because he'll most likely counter it, and then we're good after that. But the normals are going to be the problem, which is why we have the items. So I don't know. We'll see. I think this is a potential good run. We'll see how it goes. Is he supering at all here? Okay, I don't think he's supered at all, which means he could super right away. I think just to be safe, I am going to use an item here, because Super 17 is not that built up, and you know, obviously this guy kind of hurts. So we don't want to risk it with him. We'll pick up as many type orbs as we can, so we can build up the Dokkan attack. This good thing, this will get Super 17 fully built up here, so its damage reduction is fully built up, and we obviously can't get hurt this turn. Damn, I hate him. Like, they really did not have to add this, like him countering, especially when like a lot of these options that we're running have beam supers because they're just such old units. Like I'm telling you guys, there is this next Dokkan Fest, either this next one or something coming very, very soon, is going to be like an artificial life forms leader, and he's going to actually like obviously be a god. How much? Oh, actually no, we have the item. I think this will be fine. He super two or three times, and we have an item. So yeah, game of 2. Yeah, we have the game of 1 defense from the previous turn, so all good. So yeah, actually this is shaping up to be quite good, because as much as like I would like to go into the... Okay, now here's the thing. Who do we keep on rotation? Do we float off Buhan, or do we... Because if I float off Cooler is going to be like stuck. Or do I do this? Like, I don't know. I think I'm just going to do this. Just because Cooler can probably withstand Gohan's pressure with an item, and then he just has to, we just have to hope he counters the super. So, or honestly, maybe I should have just kept him, because we would have his active, because we're most likely going to take some damage this next turn right here. Really? You didn't crit? I gave him 4 orbs, so he has 80% chance to crit. Like, come on, brother. Oh, great. And I just remembered that this guy's not even going to do any damage because, you know, counters. Well, at least we're doing normal damage. Is he guarding? He's not guarding. Buhan, you're throwing, brother. Please, I need you to guard. Okay, I think this should kill. Like, yeah, okay. So, alright, so this is probably the best I've ever made it to this Gohan. Like, best situation-wise. So, he locked game of 2. I think we are good to proceed here without an item. I think. Because, like, game of 1 should be fine against normals. He has almost 850k defense. He would have a million defense if I can put Gamma 2 next to him, but oh well. He has his damage reduction. He should be able to counter the super, because it's an unarmed super attack. And I think like Super 17 has 70% damage reduction. Like, he'll take some damage, but like I think he'll be fine. And then same goes for Gamma 2. I mean, again, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it for science. I think we're fine, but again, I haven't really made it this far, like that many times in this fight. Ooh, he did not counter. That's not good. How much does he eat this for, though? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, see, that's why we need to float off the Gamma 1s, is because of that. Exactly right there. because they're the only ones that can really sit right there in slot 1 and eat it. Ooh, that's a good dodge, because as much as I think he would have eaten that well, he would have probably still taken like 100k, so it's always good to get a dodge. Oh, Gamma 1, I need you to crit, brother. You have 50% chance to crit from your passive. Stop playing right now. Just stop. I need you to crit. Oh my god. Are we really doing this right now? Are we really doing this right now? Come on, give me at least one. Please? Okay. Well, that was great. That was absolutely magnificent. Alright, go ahead and do this. Yeah, we're completely fine not to even use an item on this turn either, because everyone here is completely fine in their own positions. Can he not counter this Gohan? Like, am I stupid? Because it is like a like, is it because it's a melee based? Like, I don't get the difference between melee and unarmed, honestly. Wait, does the Dokkan attack didn't transfer to Gamma 1? Is that really how that works? The Dokkan attack doesn't like just move on to the next character? That's kind of dumb. Oh, so how are you ever supposed to counter this guy's, like, or how are you supposed to ever Dokkan attack this guy if that's how that works? Because he's always gonna stun whoever's in slot 1. And even with guard, he takes damage. That's not good. And he locked Cooler in slot 1. You know, honestly now, dude, I'm not even so confident about Cooler living here. What's his defense at? Does he link better with this guy? No, same defense regardless. And there's no way I can avoid the super with him, so... yeah, we might be cooked. I shouldn't have floated Cooler off. That was a mistake. Oh, he's not even fully built up yet. Okay, at least we counter the super. We might be able to live this turn, because, you know, he gets built up. We're again, I don't really like the idea of getting the Dokkan attack with Cooler, but it is what it is. I don't think I have much crit in my Cooler. I just have mainly additional, because that's his main way of getting defense, is double supering. Again, we have a Whis up this turn. He is supering, so, like, he should be fine afterwards. Still 200k. Okay, it's fine. We barely lived. Barely lived. What's it called? Super 17 should be fine here, because we have the item up. I don't know if we're gonna get a full heal, because I don't think Cooler did that much damage. But we'll get healed up just at least a little bit from the attacks that we just got. Hold on, let me just, we're gonna pause real quick. Who are you locking here? He's not attacking right away. But he's locking Gamma 2. That's probably death, honestly. I don't know. Let me just, very quick. I just need to check something. Like, I need to check if I am just super unlucky with Gamma 1, or because we got 2 turns in a row where he did not counter the super. So Cooler's description is great chance of nullifying unarmed super attacks directed at the character. Gamma 1's is great chance of evading unarmed super attacks and countering with tremendous. Yeah, so we just got screwed. It's the same writing. So we just literally got screwed with what's it called? Gamma 1 countering, because like again, he can counter, like it's a counter, so it does damage back to Gohan. But we just straight up didn't even get that. Like we didn't even, like, nothing. Like not even zilch, zero. Didn't happen. Like I think it's best to do this. I need to get those in orbs for him. Yeah. Yeah, man, I don't know. Yeah, we're dead. I don't. Because Game of 2, the most he can do on this turn is triple super, and I think even with him triple supering, he's not eating Gohan's super. I do have dodge on him, so we can hope and pray that he'll just dodge the super. Because like if he dodges the super, everything else is fine. Like he'll eat the normals fine, but can't eat super. Oh, okay. He didn't super. I mean, and if he supers this guy, this is completely fine because this Game of 1 has 100% damage reduction on this turn. No super? I've never seen that is literally like, not only he didn't attack right away, he didn't super at all. I've never seen him do that. Never. Okay, just please don't walk, stop one, don't walk. Oof. Fuck. Man. We're so close. But so yeah, I was saying don't lock slot 1. Like literally right here, if he locks Metal Cooler, like if he would have locked Metal Cooler in slot 1, so that way I could just put Gamma 1 in slot 1, we would be completely fine on this turn. But yeah, it's like sadly Buhan can't what's it called? Let me pull him up real quick. Gohan can't, like, he can't even eat anything really here. Yeah, because he just had, like, he has his guard, but, like, even with his guard, like, only 200k defense, that's not gonna work. It's not gonna work against the super. And, we know Metal Cooler also is not gonna work either, but yeah, I'm just gonna put him in slot 1 just so we can maybe counter. We'll just counter the super one last time before we perish. But damn, this was such a good run though. Oh, okay, so we got unlucky again with the counter, and we're just toast. Yeah. Man, that was such a good run. I'm sorry if you can hear like a lawnmower in the background. Do I want to take off Boo? Like, the question is for who? Like, who are we taking Boo off for? Like, I would run Android 13, but I only have one. I don't have any dupes in him, so like, he's not. Like, if I had him rainbowed, yeah, sure, I'd be running him, but I don't have any dupes. Like, Baby can be good, I guess, but I also don't have any dupes in him, so like, ugh. Yeah, it's like this category, I just don't have the dupes or the characters per se for this category. They say Invert 17 is okay, but he's int, so he'll get torched. Yeah, man, I don't know. Like, AGL Cell, maybe, just so we can have like the dodge and the rage. But it's like, that's kind of like another character I have to like baby a little bit. I mean, screw it. We'll give it a try. Might as well. All right, let's go ahead and jump back in. Honestly, just because of the lawnmower going on in the background, I'm actually gonna cut out this footage, and I'll come back when we're either about to die or at Beast Gohan. Alright guys, so we kind of got clapped literally right after I cut. AGL Cell got supered, and I wasn't recording because I wasn't expecting him to die right there, but it just so happened that he died. And I'm just gonna try this. So this is basically just a full Gamma 1 and 2 team. I have Gamma 1's SSR, which, like, he has some stuff in there that can make him work to an extent. So, I don't know. Let's just go ahead and give this, like, I'll give this one try. See how actually, like, maybe this works. I'm not expecting it to work the greatest, but you never know until you try it, I guess you could say, like, that type of thing. So, you know, might as well give it a shot. So, so basically, the free-to-play Gamma 1 and 2 are basically fodder. I think even with a Whis, like, we have to have a double Whis up for them to not take damage. So we kind of have to completely hide them this run. And I think with this, the only way this could work is we make it to Beast Gohan with both our Whis up, and we have to kind of just blitz him with the Gammas. That's like the only way this works, is blitz, 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 basically. Like, we have to have great luck. I guess one good thing here is I'm gonna go into, like, another thing that could work is we need to save the core breaker, like probably the Rainbow Friend one core breaker for Beast Gohan, because that's probably when we'll actually, like, that'll be helpful to do a good amount of damage to him. Oh hey, he got an additional from, like, the 3 additional he has. That's funny. Yeah, so we kind of just have to hide them. I think we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. We should be fine on this turn because we'll most likely kill him before that free-to-play Gamma 2 gets hit at the end. Like, dude, I would honestly kind of hate if this works, just because this is obviously not something that everyone's going to be able to do, because for this you have to have not only the LR Gamma 1 and 2, but you have to have at least Gamma 1's SSR, like, ready, and, you know, also Gamma 1 himself rainbowed, which I'm not, even though they've been out for about a year and a half now, I'm not expecting people to be able to replicate this setup. That's why, like, honestly, I think I'm just gonna do one run with this. Like, even if we get really close, I feel like winning with this team is kind of cheating. It's just more or less like, I feel like winning with this team is not fair, because the whole point of making this video is that hopefully I show off how to pull this off, and then some of you guys can basically take the team that I use, take the tips that I did, and basically use that to beat this mission yourself. And obviously this team right here is not at all something that I would assume a lot of people can replicate, so it would just be unfair to you guys for me to basically utilize this team. So yeah, so we're completely fine on this turn. Let me just read, I guess, what this free-to-play game was. So I guess free-to-play game 1, he gets 30% attack and defense for 1 turn. He gets 100% attack and defense slot 1, or not slot 1, just general. And he gets additional attack and defense 100% when performing a super. He gives 30% defense to superheroes, and he has a high chance to perform a crit if there's an ally whose name includes Gamma 2 performing an attack in the same turn. So, like, he'll take damage from this Gohan, but I don't think he'll die. So I think we're fine to proceed without an item. And again, if we die this turn, then oh well. Like, again, I'm not expecting to like this can definitely. I'm not saying I'm not expecting this to work. It's just, again, I'm not. I feel like even if we do win here, I'm still gonna try to beat it with the other teams, just because I feel like, again, it's not fair to you guys as people trying to watch this video. So, but I figured just might as well give this just one try, because this is like a possibility, is running a full superhero team, and just because like basically the only point really of doing this is you're being able to pull in 2 LR Gamma 1 and 2s, which are, they're obviously like the best unit on this artificial life form category. Again, I'm really sorry if you guys are hearing the noises in the background. I don't really have much control over it. My neighbor just decided to mow his lawn. Oh, he's actually taking double digits. Would you look at that? Granted, that's most likely because of the LR Gamma 1 and 2 basically giving the support that they're giving and the defense for the rest of the rotation, so it's not really him being a tank per se. It's just more or less he can eat those super attacks. But yeah, like bringing a rainbow like LR Gamma 1 friend, like look at him doing 16 million attack stats. Like they can probably kill Gohan this turn right here. And like I don't know if that would necessarily put us in a good spot per se. I'm not really sure, because we'll go into the other rotation. We'll have Core Breaker. Yes, this is gonna do nothing. They have their damage reduction. They triple supered. Yeah, I'm not necessarily sure how well off this puts us if we do kill this turn. Because you know, Gamma 1 still has his or not Gamma 1, Gamma 2 has his intro still up here, so he can technically quintuple super, quintuple crit here, which will definitely kill Gohan if he does. But again, I'm not really sure if I don't know if it's better to not kill here. I would think it's better to not kill, but then again, we kind of did float off that one Gamma 1, and he's going to be in slot 1 this upcoming rotation, which I don't know how good that's going to play out for us, but it's one of those okay. I mean, yeah, that kind of makes sense. It's the SSR Gamma 1 and 2. So yeah, like that team can work, I think. As you can see, we were pretty much steamrolling everything up until that point, and like again, we can get to Beast Gohan, pop a double Whis, and then like you can basically just both the core breakers will probably help you just output that, like the amount of damage you need, because again, you basically would have to kill him in those 2 turns with the 2 Whis. Otherwise, you're not going to, you know, after that you're cooked. But so how many attempts do we have left on this? We have 2 more attempts for today. I guess, like, should we do one more attempt of this? I'm not sure, honestly. Like, I'm not sure if I want to do one more attempt of this, or if I should just go back to trying it with like the other characters and stuff. I think we'll just go back to the other characters for now. And I mean, let me know if you guys want me to try to beat it with that team in specific. I personally, as much as I want to, I personally don't feel like it's fair to you guys to beat it with that team and then be like, all right guys, you know, like you're on your own with this mission. Like, I also just still don't know who I want to run. Like, do I run him? Like, because like let me just read what this guy's details are. Like, I know he is kind of reliant on a Goku being here, but so he gets 80% attack and defense, 20% damage reduction, just base. And then he gets another 80% attack and defense and 30% damage reduction if there's a Goku. So obviously we're not getting that. That's not possible on this team. But he does get Key 8 80% attack defense for 5 turns after receiving an attack. So that very first hit he'll take will hurt like a lot. But after that, he'll have damage reduction. So like he'll have 50% damage reduction past turn 5. And I know you might say like, oh well, like 50% damage reduction with just like little to no stats is not good. But again, we can just pop the Whis and he'll have 90% damage reduction, and he'll be able to eat at least like something from like Beast Gohan. Like, if we get this guy turn 1, that's gonna suck if we do put him on the team. But if I get him like turn 2, and then we're able to float him off right away without having to worry about him, like, we should be fine, I think. And I don't know, like I'm just giving stuff a try. Like, who knows if it's gonna work or not. I guess for the last thing, we'll just bring Metal Cooler, because, you know, he has his revive and all that, so... I mean... I guess. Like, also, I'm not really... Like, I don't think there's any other support memory that's better to bring here. Because there's not, like, an artificial life form support memory. Like, this one is only for Cell Saga units. And, yeah, there's not, like, an artificial life form one. Like, the best one is this new one. Like, I think here in a few days, this one will get an EZA, and it will give, like, I think it'll give Ki and 20% attack and defense. So this one will probably be better here in a few days, because it'll buff the Gammas even more. But right now, like, it's better to just use this one. Or, I mean, you can use either or. It's just more or less using this one gives Ki to the Gammas, even though they don't really need it. So yeah, you know how I said getting this guy slot 1 is, like, not good? Well, you know, just because the game loves me so much, we have him on slot 1. The reason why I say that it's not good to get him slot 1 is because now it's like we are faced with a situation where it's like, oh hey, we can float him, and he'll come back on turn 4, and we still won't have his damage reduction up. Or we keep him on rotation, and he gets clapped. So it's like, I don't really win here, you know? Like, I think this is just like, this is just a loss based off of opening rotations. And then also, like, we got the other game of 1 in slot 1. Like, it's just, yeah, this is just like complete torched from the beginning. So I don't know if this is the game basically just trying to tell me like, oh yeah, you just shouldn't even bother trying to do stuff with this Hachan or Android 8. But I don't know, man. I'm just lost at this point. I don't really know, like we got really close that one. This is not, yeah, we're dead. Yep. Thanks, Johan. Couldn't super Gamma 1 in slot 1. You know, the character that can just eat your super for, like, cereal, but no, you just had to just do that, man. Just had to just do that. Just go ahead and buy enough support memories for one more run, because that's all we can do. And I guess after that, it's another day of attempts of runs on this mission with no luck. Like, we got really lucky that one run, and then it just cascaded all from there. Should I try even in LRSL? Like, should I even bother with him? Because even though he is type disadvantage in that last, you know what, just for this last run, we'll just bring both the cells. Like, you know, just because I hate myself so much, like, I don't think this is going to work. Especially with my luck, because my luck with this game is, like, absolutely horrendous, awful, abysmal. Like, it's just like any worst case scenario you can think of, the game is gonna give it to me. So, but yeah, like, I think this team could also work, because the thing is with the cells, right? So AGL cell, if you're below 50%, he can go into his rage mode, which is really good because it's basically just like another giant form. It only lasts for one turn, but if you use it against Beast Gohan 99% of the time feels like supers, like except for that one turn we had earlier in the video. He supers in the same turn, so you can use the Rage mode, get Gohan to get the super out of his system, and also you can also reset the lock that way with his giant form. So that's why, like, I think Cell, like, just that one turn that you can possibly get out of him that lets you, like, basically be free from Beast Gohan's BS, that stuff is worth it. And then in LR Cell is, like, a really good, I think, slot 2 or 3 unit. So we just have to not float him, per se, once we, like, get him transformed. Because obviously if we float him, he gets locked in slot 1, we die. Like, it's just, you know, nothing we can do about that. But if we keep him on a rotation, he can actually eat the attacks pretty well, and also he can, what's it called? He also has his active, which does attack break, 1 attack. And with that, why that is so useful is, again, Gohan loves to super pretty much right away. So we could get a turn where we shoot off his active, we attack break Gohan's super, and that is, like, again, that is so massive just because we prevent the slot 1 unit from getting stunned, and we prevent Gohan from getting his attack buff that he gets from his super attack, which allows us to not take damage. Also, this Gohan has not supered at all yet, and I'm really terrified that he's gonna super cell right here at the end and the video just ends. Like honestly, if he super cell here at the end, I think I'm just gonna cut the video, like, abruptly and just probably go back to sleep and cry, because, like, come on, Gohan, are you really about to do this? Because he didn't super at all that first turn, so it's like he has to be supering right here, right? No super again. Okay. I mean, I guess I'll take that. I don't know, man. I guess you want to play like that. I guess, like, that's fine. Cell in slot 7 is, like, I guess good, because we'll kill here before Cell even gets a chance to be touched, so I don't have to worry about him throwing for us again. Now again, the only problem with Int Cell is we have to take damage with him, right? And the issue is like, I have units on this team that, like, yeah, they can take damage, but they take damage and they die. They don't take damage and they live. It's not like that. So, like, Super 17 here, yeah, I could put him in slot 1 right here, and he'll take damage, but he'll also probably die. So, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here, per se. Do I float off Game of 1 and 2 here? I don't know. Again, it's like, I really want to take damage, but, like, not actually fully die this turn. But I don't really know what's the best way to do that. Oh. Instagram Reels, get away from me. I kind of forgot that didn't even turn on my do not disturb. Oh, let me not do. Let's see. Do not disturb. Boom. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I guess if Gohan, hopefully, I mean, I hope Gohan Super's right here. Please, 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 please. Okay. Super 17 is not built up at all, I don't think. I don't know how many times he got hit, if at all. Okay. Okay. No, dude, come on. Oh, that is actually so aggravating. I'm actually, like, fuming. And you wanna know why? Because if he would have actually taken that last hit right there instead of dodging it, we would have been at the HP condition for this guy, and we would have transformed. But now we're not, and now we're probably dead, or like we lost the run because of that, I think. Gamma 1 doesn't have his guard here. Like, I don't want to float off Cell because, like, I want to get Cell out. I don't know, man. Did I do this? No. How much defense does he lose? He loses quite a bit. Again, I'm trying to take some damage here, but I'm not trying to actually die as well. Guess we do this. I have a feeling he's gonna super in slot 2 on Cell. Which if he does, I think it'll be okay. Okay. I mean, I think if I would have tried putting Cell or Gamma 2 in slot 1, even with the Whis, they would have died to this. Like, because we're like, if we were at full HP, we would have been probably fine, but us being at the low HP we would have died. I'm not sure if Cell, like, I hope Cell can take at least, oops, sorry, sorry for hitting the mic. I'm not sure if Cell can take damage here. I hope he can, just like a little bit. Him double supering is not good per se, because that's more defense for him. Because again, we just need to take a little bit more damage. Like, we need to go below 40. He's at double digits. And we're at, yeah, we're at like 59 or something. Like, we just need to take like 19% more damage. But again, there's no units on this team really that can just like it's either they straight up die or they don't take damage at all. There's no in between, which is why getting this int Cell is really annoying to transform, because we don't have that luxury of being able to float in between space and time, or whatever you want to call it. Like 17 here is not going to take damage because we have a Whis plus other stuff. Yeah, it's like no one here can take damage, I don't think. Like, Cell can take damage, I think. I guess Cell can take damage if he doesn't dodge. I don't know, man. Oh, let's just play it out like this. Like, I don't know. I don't think Cell can eat a super. Okay. No, please don't do that. Oh, god damn it. I don't think another normal would have brought us down enough anyways. Yep, of course, after him. Like, maybe if he supers right away here on Super 17? No, okay. Can't have that either. Dude, we're literally right, like, look at our health. We are, like, 2% above 40% HP. Literally 2%. Like, I just need a little bit more damage taken, and, like... But this Gohan is not playing nice with, giving me what I want. Transform it to Gamma 1. Yep. Oh, thanks for the int orbs, Gamma 1. You know, it's your job to do that, but I guess not. I don't know, man. At this point, I feel like with all these, I don't know how many of these videos are gonna happen. Probably a lot, but I guess just a fair warning. I feel like with all these videos, when I start to get to the end of these videos, like on the last, like first or on the last 2 attempts, I am probably just gonna become rageful and spiteful, and it's probably not gonna be fun to watch. So I'm really sorry for that. How much damage do we even take from this? Oh, nothing. I think we're dead here. I don't think Cell can eat these normals without an item. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, Gohan. Thanks. Like, literally, if we just get an LR Cell out, we probably, like, I don't want to say we would win, but we would have, like, basically all the pieces aligned, but no. And that's probably why an LR Cell might actually not be a good choice in this fight, just because it's like, again, that's like the problem is you either take all the damage and you die, or you take no damage at all. Like, there's no in between. So it's like you have to basically get some very, very specific situation for you to happen for you to get an LR Cell out. Like, even though, again, I do think he is a good option, just as long as you don't float him. Because when he goes perfect cell, like, he does massive damage. He gets really good stats. Like, his defense will be, I think, high enough to tank Beast Gohan's normal. Like, I guess the main part of him is, like, you really want to give him as many orbs as possible, because he gets 3% damage reduction per orb. And you have to give him 8 orbs, because he gets defense at 4 orbs, defense at 6 orbs, defense at 8 orbs. So if you get him 8 orbs, he'll have his entire damage and defense. And then if you get him 24 key, obviously, then he'll have basically like his high chance to crit, and he'll get an extra 100% to attack. So he is also just like a massive damage dealer, which is another thing for this Gohan, is, you know, you really are basically on a race against the clock to kill him, because at some point he's gonna get a hold of you. He's gonna like lock some unit that you don't want locked in a certain spot, and he'll just kill you. So that's basically the whole gimmick of this fight. So that's why I think, like, even though like getting an LR Cell out is so annoying that it might not be worth to run him, like, once you actually do get him out, I think he is actually, you know, useful. Also, actually, now that I'm looking at it here, an LR Cell's active skill does not attack break. I thought it did, but I guess it does not. But still, his active, again, he'll have the high chance to crit from his hidden or from the passive from activating the active. So like, I would say if you do get that, definitely reset for the crit, because him critting on that will do insane damage, like probably 10 million plus damage. So you really want to get that off. But yep, so that's day 2. I'm not really sure, again, how many days this is going to be, but I'm probably just going to record every day, like, all the attempts that I do, and just post them, because just to show off how painful this mission is. And yeah, let me know if any of you guys have been in this mission, and if you have, what team comp you used, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.